Right, here with the Gaffer after today's 2-0 victory here at Warrington Town. Gaffer, pre-season done. Talk us through that one.
Yeah, tough game. They're a good side, Warrington. Obviously, coming down from our division last year. Cards has recruited well. I know he's missing one or two for today. So, but it was a really good test. I think it's probably a test that we'll something like that what we'll face during the season. And that's the reason why we pencil this game in. It's okay to play Man City 23s at home or Barnsley at home. So sticky pitch, a team that are experienced and dominant. So yeah, I was really pleased with it. I thought we played really well.
And you mentioned the pitch, and this is no detriment to Warrington, it's just the time of year, but it was sticky. Did that hamper just moving the ball first half? Yeah,
because if it's a wet and slick pitch, then obviously we move it a little bit faster. So you got to take care of your passes. A lot of it was holding up and sticking. So, but listen, like I said to the boys in there, that happens during the season. We'll go somewhere in end of August, September, where it's nice and warm, and the pitch will be slightly long and dry. So, but it's the same for both teams. I thought we moved it well, considering. And yeah, I was really pleased with the overall performance today.
And both ends of the pitch. We took our chances well in Viggs, a similar goal to last week, and JJ at the end, and Coops coming up with a pen save first half.
Yeah, if we're going to build this year, it's got to be built on keeping clean sheets or minimising goals going into the back of our net, but it's about then converting chances at the opposite end. That's why it's important that we get Viggs and Callum up to speed. I think the goal that Viggs scored is brilliant because it's stuff we worked on during the week. It's his movements getting across into the 6-yard box, and then obviously JJ's pace in the second half. He had a similar chance against Barnsley where he tried to dink the keeper saved it. So obviously he's learned from that. We've worked on him with that as well. So great finish, and we could have had a couple more.
And I don't know if you just want to touch on Coops there. What a great save in the first half with that pen save.
Yeah, great save. He's been brilliant all season, all pre-season. Great pen save. Funny enough, I kind of backed him for it. I think he's very, very good. He's very agile, very quick across his line. But not just that, his distribution was very good. But it's a great headache for me to have. It's Coops and Youngie now as two, but it's also Viggs and Callum Ebanks. It's Tate or Keane or Truman or Curbs. We've built a squad, and I've always said this for 12 months now. It's never going to be an 11-man job. It's a full squad for this year.
A noticeable second half to me, at least, was the blocks and defending the box and defending the goal. I thought Max and George in particular were excellent. Huge.
You can chuck Kieran into that as well. Kieran was excellent. So again, defensively we have to be sound this year. They should be better this year because we're 12 months down the line from when we started last year, so the project has to move on. We have to develop that side of our game, which it's great to be a good footballing side, but we have to develop our defensive shape, and it's overall I've been really pleased with it during pre-season.
And that is pre-season done now. A mixed bag, not of results so to speak, but of different types of opposition we've played. You happy the way it's gone?
Yeah, really pleased. We came in June 30th. We've had 5.5, 6 weeks with the boys now. We've worked them really hard. They've worked really hard. We've had the pre-season trip to Ireland, which was 5 days, which was very, very good. We got a lot of work into the boys there. But pre-season is pre-season. The lads now are chomping at the bit for next Saturday, which is the business part of what they do, and we're really looking forward to it.
I know you're going to give me the answer. It's a 15-16 man squad, but you've got to pick 11 next week. How many names are on that sheet already in your head?
I've got a few. I've got probably the majority now who because that's my job. It's my job to make the difficult decision into who we pick. We mixed it up again today because we looked at it late last night, and there was some players that needed minutes. Tate Campbell obviously missed a couple of games, so he needed more minutes. Viggs missed Tuesday night, he needed more minutes. So I've got my mind set on who I want to play, but that's not to say the following week it'll be the same. And subs can make changes. We can pick 5 from 7 now, so my options are brilliant. And I just had a conversation with the boys in there. I expect everyone to be disappointed to not play, but I also want everyone to be, because it is going to be a squad effort. If we're going to be successful, it's got to be 18, 19 men.
Absolutely, and you know it's pre-season over for the fans as well. Next Saturday the real stuff starts. I'm sure your message is, if you haven't got a season ticket yet and you can, get one. Get yourself a shirt, another launch went well earlier last night, and get yourself to that ground next Saturday, you know?
It's important that we carry on from what we built last season. You know, the following last year was brilliant, you know, both home and away. And it genuinely does make a difference to the boys that, you know, when you come out and the place is busy, it's buzzing, the railway end is you know, it's packed. It makes a huge effort. It makes a huge difference to the efforts that they put in. So yeah, get down, get your season tickets, come and watch us, and because it does genuinely make a difference.
All right, Gaff. Well done today. We'll catch up with you in the week.
Cheers, pal.